Nice evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty chilly, but overall pretty nice.
Starting to get really excited about the weekend.
Yeah, so am I. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, no, it is going to be really good.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed.
No, I know it's going to be really good.
You know this. How?
I have seen it.
Palantir is a dangerous tool, Tom.
Why? Why should we fear to use it?
They are not all accounted for. The lost seeing stones. We do not know who else may be watching.
Who?
What? I'm not listening to you two losers. Anyway, as for the other six, they're over there.
Oh, fair enough then. Do what you want. Welcome to Strategy Battle Games, to our GBHL YouTube video. You're here with host GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we are here with episode 29 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, we're back.
We are back
2 weeks in a
again.
row. In the groove. Finding our way.
Yeah.
Fast track.
I'm glad,
Palantir happening.
glad you're excited.
Very excited. Good to be here.
Good, and we're filming early.
We are filming early
It's
because
a
it's a
Monday.
Monday. Would you believe it?
Yeah.
It's not Monday for you, it's Friday.
Yeah. Always the same.
Yeah, always the
Well,
same for you.
unless we're late.
Unless we're late or don't do it. But yeah, we're on a Monday, so potentially a day's less of comments.
Yeah, and because it's a Monday, we're both wearing black t-shirts.
Yeah, black t-shirt day. So both in t-shirts, crowd are probably going to go nuts
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Exciting times. As ever on the Palantir, the witterings that we spit out over the next hour or so are only our opinions and do not represent the views of the GBHL Podcast YouTube channel or the Great British Hobbit League or any other formal institution such as... I'm out, I've run out, I've got through them all. Yeah, got through them all.
Got through every corporation. in the world.
Asda, yeah, Asda.
Good.
Not them. Yeah. Show?
You should spend your week planning this.
Yeah, I know, right? You don't have to put that on the agenda, do you? Which
No.
corporation are we
No.
not representing this week?
Oh, you've snuck in for
Yeah,
the tea.
yeah. Are we... Is
Oh,
everything going
wait,
on tea
wait,
wise?
no, I need to be left-handed. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Anything happening?
It's our faces, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh.
tea wise.
Yeah, so tea toast. Well, we've not really given people a chance. I say people. We've not given Michael Churchill a chance to pass it on. Really, given that this is on a Monday.
Only one day.
Yeah, okay, it's only one day different. But I don't know how avidly he watches the Palantir. Anyway, so that means we're a Palantir tea toast down.
You don't have anyone to give a tea toast to?
No.
Oh.
Which leaves only one GBHL host.
There's one GBHL. I
We
mean,
could do Tifa.
we give it to Tifa. Daisy.
Daisy.
Emma hasn't had one.
Emma hasn't. Lily hasn't had one.
Lily hasn't had one. Jane.
Jane hasn't had one.
Give it to Jane.
Yeah. We could give it to
Someone in that house should
one
get
of
it.
Jamie's blood. What are they called? Guild Ball players.
To shop. No.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
You can tell right now how excited he is.
This is a tea toast for GBHL James.
There you go.
Enjoy your
There
tea,
you go,
James.
buddy. Enjoy that.
Mm.
Tea. It's been a long
Good.
time coming. You
Yeah.
better make the most of this.
Yeah.
I want all sorts.
Yeah.
Bunting, videos, photos.
Yeah. You need, GBHL James need to go out and beat Dave Fredericks or Matt Davies tea
Tea toast.
video. Tea
Absolutely.
toast video. That's your challenge.
Yeah. He seemed very happy with his ears. There we go. We
Yeah.
want to see you. We want to see you in your ears. We want you and Jane
Yeah.
on the channel in your mouse ears for all to
Drinking
see.
tea.
Yeah, drinking tea. There you go. There's your
Yeah.
tea toast. You and Jane. Wedding. There's a toast. There's something in that.
Yeah.
Wedding toast, but
Yeah.
with tea. Come
Yeah.
on. Sort it out.
Yeah.
There you go, James. At last.
Yes. Which means we're running low on GBHL hosts to give away the tea toast.
So, the first 3 commenters will automatically receive GBHL host status. Probably not. So yeah, I don't know. I guess everyone better just keep the tea toasting going. 'Cause
Yeah.
We've just run out of spares.
Yeah. Cool. So anyway, yes, we have our 3 mugs, as is now going to become customary. So we have Acthons mug here.
Acthons mugs in there.
They have a cave troll, they have more than a cave troll, and we have our faces as this kind of standard mug. So we're
Thanks,
going
Alistair.
to kind of share Acthons one, so
Absolutely.
it's needing it.
We're also very keen to, if we do get more mugs, we'll just have to, apparently Tom's rule is we have to use all the mugs. So if we end up with 8 mugs, we'll have 8 cups of tea throughout the Palantir.
Yeah.
Which will be fun.
Yep.
And will involve many breaks.
You won't notice, it'll be seamless transitions.
Like all our edits.
Yeah. Cool, so what did we talk about last week?
Last week we talked about our favourite poses of the Fellowship.
We did indeed.
And we talked about the other thing.
Yeah, it was the evolution of good versus
yeah,
evil.
yeah, the imbalance.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, thanks everyone for getting involved and writing comments on their favourite poses. It was nice to see a good mix. That's a sign that there's lots of good models when people are not disagreeing, but they've got a different favourite, which is always nice.
I always found that very interesting whenever new, particularly the Hobbit models came out, and you could have one person saying, "I absolutely love that," and then someone else going, "That's the worst model I've ever seen." It is interesting that they're seeing exactly the same thing, but for whatever reason, something it's like food, isn't it? It's like taste. It's like for some reason seeing the same thing can have a completely different reaction to different people. Which I don't know, I find it interesting. Maybe that could be a discussion topic in the future. Store that one away.
Yeah, and Chris Murphy had a comment on the good versus evil imbalance. He thought in the Hobbit rules that the feint rule had a big impact on evil because a lot of them are low fight value anyway, and they've got large numbers, so it makes a difference re-rolling those ones all the time.
Why wouldn't you feint?
Yeah.
Goblin Town's a good example of that. That actually Chris Murphy used to great effect at the Destination Stockport to win the tournament. Woo woo, well done.
With a sneaky Goblin Shaman.
Sneaky shaman in a, but you know, tournament. That's what you got to do. But you know, Goblin Town are a very good example of that, where they just go, everything's going special strike. You know, like because their defence is low and their fight value is low, so there's really nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And you kind of go special striking, and then Chris, because a lot of the models were over my side of the table, Chris will go special striking. I go, okay. And they'll be like, what's he got? I go, oh, this one's got an axe. I go, okay, so it's a bit, you know, there's not no thought in it. But yeah, I think probably all things evened out, evil benefit more from special strikes.
Yeah. I think
than
so.
good do.
But then
axes
just
axes
shove
are
axes on
relatively
everything.
rare on good models.
Rohan.
Well, they were
Yeah.
until people.
Yeah.
But apart from Rohan, not a lot of axes about. So.
Cool. So we actually got a lot of comments also on our t-shirts as well, or shirts of some form.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
No.
What comment? What?
So
What happened? We'll talk you through what happened. Right? As clearly, there isn't. I don't know what a sketch is, but there was part of the video that was filmed the week before when we didn't do the Palantir. So obviously on that day we were wearing different clothes, and then a week later we recorded the Palantir. So we changed outfits. I don't get why it's an issue. Crazy. Right?
We just wear different clothes on different days of the week. Troy Keenan's given us an update on O'Byrne again, the O'Byrne history. O'Byrne comes from O'Broin, meaning grandson descendant of Broin, or however you pronounce it, referring to Broin Mac Mailamorda, who was king of Lechnin.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That's my granddad.
That's probably really bad pronunciation.
It just sounded like you kind of. It sounded like you were drunk, if I'm honest. Like, yeah, it was just
Something.
Yeah. That was old Uncle Broin.
Okay.
Who was descendant of. Okay, that's interesting. There's probably more O'Byrnes than me out there, so I might not be related to that dude. But maybe there were multiple kings of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I like history.
Mhm.
I have to look into. Oh, my dad does genealogy. My dad's crazy into genealogy, so I'll genealogy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Ask him
genealogy.
about king of.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'll find out where my name comes from.
So, trivia.
Notice no one cares about yours.
That's because it's a weird surname. Trivia.
Trivia section.
So, last week we had a comment on the ants from last week where it was lurts. I think someone mentioned whether he came in a pack with Grishnak.
No.
But that's Ugluk. They did Ugluk and Grishnak together in a pack.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No. Ugluk's now available with Vraska, isn't he?
So who was with Grishnak?
Grishnak originally was with Merry
Maybe.
Pippin when you first bought it.
but maybe there was a Lurtz and Grishnak option at one point.
There might have been at one point, but the first version of Lurtz was on
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, Lurtz came out for Fellowship, Grishnak
Yeah.
was near Tilted
Yeah,
Towers, and Grishnak was
exactly.
originally sold with Merry and Pippin in all three of them in a blister.
Exactly. So, what was your trivia question last week?
Last week, my trivia question was: how many pages are there in the hardback Hobbit rulebook? Did you know this? Did you ever play
No.
this? No.
The number that was in my head was 254.
254, and the correct number is 3.
Nope.
No, you don't. No. 288.
288.
288 pages.
Yeah.
Well done if you got it right.
There was one person.
Really?
Yes.
Larry Miller.
No. He's not commented yet.
Oh.
We're too early. It was David Whittaker.
David Whittaker. Well done, sir.
Well played.
You have won the chance to go out and buy yourself a Freddo.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
It's easy for some than others.
Cool. Your question, do I do my answer and then? I can't remember what
I think
we're
you
on.
do your
Okay,
answer.
I'll do my answer. So my question last week was,
Impossible.
no, name the 7 Palantiri. So tricky one, but people had a go, which is what we like to see.
Mm-hmm. This is in...
They're not meant to be easy all the time.
No, I want to say the only reason we know this is because we looked into it for the tournament.
Yeah.
If anyone... I don't know actually if anyone got it all right, but if anyone did, I'm going to be chuffing impressed.
Cool. So, Richard Clemmer was pretty close with his 7. Do you want to hear them?
I would love to.
Sleepy, Sneezy, Grumpy, Dopey, Bashful, and Doc.
It's good, it's strong.
It's strong.
Yeah, good answers.
Quite. So yeah.
How were the nicknames?
Yeah. So should we go through the stones?
Yeah, you do that.
Okay. So first one, which most people got, is the Orthanc stone,
Obs.
the one that Saruman had in the films, and then later Pippin and Aragorn. So yeah, most people got that one. Next one is the Ithil stone, which was in Minas Ithil, which became Minas Morgul when that was taken over by the Nazgul, and then was
That one
later.
got lost in a river, I believe.
No.
Isn't it? I thought when the Nazgul sacked Minas Ithil, that one got lost in the river.
It's tougher. That's the one. That's the one that went to Barad-dûr and Sauron had.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, alright.
So
God,
yeah.
I'm not doing a tournament about these.
So yeah, the Ithil stone was moved from Minas Ithil or Minas Morgul to Barad-dûr when Sauron wanted to use it.
As
So
a
that's
paperweight.
2, and quite a lot of people got the Ithil one.
Okay.
Next one is the Osgiliath stone.
Where was that kept?
Which of course was kept in Osgiliath. This was actually the largest and the most powerful of the stones.
So they weren't all the same size.
No, this one was huge. Wouldn't have been able to
Like
do
the
this
size of a house.
unless you're like a cave troll. This one was lost in the river
Oh, was it?
in the Kinstrike.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, how you lose a huge thing? But
Down
there you
back the
go.
sofa.
I guess when they've not got scuba equipment, it's a bit harder.
It's an acronym, you know.
Yeah. I should know what it means. Have we done this on the
I
program?
don't know.
We have! You've done
This is one of my favourite.
Breathing apparatus is the last
Yeah,
two.
it is.
Right, underwater breathing apparatus. Right, SC. Self.
Yeah.
Containerized?
Containerised?
I don't know,
Do that, but use a real word.
self-contained?
Yeah, better.
Done.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Buy myself a Freddo.
Got a box one down there.
That means that at some point before we've mentioned scuba in an episode and you've latched onto it.
It's one of my favourite facts.
Your
yeah.
facts.
I've only got 3.
Cool. Okay, so that's I've done Orthanc, I've done Ithil, I've done Osgiliath. Another one that people tended to get was the Amon Sul
Oh,
stone,
yes.
which is Weathertop. This was later moved to Fornast. A lot of people were guessing Fornast for a later one.
That's wrong.
and King Arvedui had it.
Would you accept
later
that?
on.
Would you accept the Forna stone?
Well, most people have put it after they put Amansul. So. But then there's another one that could also be classed as Fornast on here. Which one was it? Yes, so not many people got this one right. It's the Anuminas stone.
It's my favourite.
Anuminas was the capital of Arnor, and this Palantir was also taken to Fornast. And this one and the Amansul one were both lost on a ship. With a shipwreck with.
Oh, a shipwreck. I thought you meant like they were on a ship. Like, we lost them.
Yeah. Well, that was an expensive shipwreck. Lost to Palantir.
Check the monkey.
So yeah, those two both went to Fornas. So a lot of people said Fornas, but that's not correct because there were two that kind of went there later. So not quite specific enough.
That's true.
We've got two more left. The next one is Ainor, not Arnor. A lot of people put Arnor, which is almost right, but it's not because they are distinctly different places. Ainor is actually Minas Ainor was the old name for Minas Tirith, so it's essentially the Minas Tirith stone, and this is the one that Denethor had in the films.
And he uses it wisely.
Yeah.
Doesn't cause any trouble.
So yeah, that's 6, and then the final one was another one that people generally didn't get. It's the Elastirian stone, which was kept at the Tower Hills. These were 3 tall towers between the Shire and the Grey Havens. Seems like a more odd place to put it. The others were generally, I guess it's a bit like Amansul. And that one was known as a Wendell stone. So people generally got around the 4 to 5 mark, which is still pretty good. But there was one person who got all 7. Yes. And it's Ross Diggle.
Ross Diggle?
Well done, Ross.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Go buy yourself a Freddo and you say it better. You've won yourself. What is it? You've won yourself.
The chance. I say it better.
Yeah. I just say go buy a Freddo. You say.
You've won yourself the chance to go and buy a Freddo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But you can have a bonus one for getting all 7 and for giving an extra bit of info on the 8th stone.
The what?
The 8th stone.
The what?
The 8th stone.
Oh.
No. So yeah, this is the one that was kept in the Undarian lands, but we were only counting the 7.
7 that comes to me,
obviously. But
yes.
Nice bit of extra info to add to your fluff.
Well done, Ross.
So yeah, well done, Ross.
A lot of knowledge there.
Are you expecting an answer to every?
I think a confession. Yeah.
It's a confession.
The guilt's got too much for me. I looked them up. I looked them all up. And that is very cool.
Cool.
That's the cool thing about Middle-earth. A lot of people really, focus on it and learn a lot about it and stuff.
But no one got the 2, so no one can get that bonus.
I'll get that bonus for it this week.
We also had a comment from Andreas from Norway, which verbatim is, "Guys, I live in Norway. I cannot just go out and buy myself a Freddo.
Why not?
Get a plane ticket." So when you get the question right, you've got to give yourself the chance to buy a plane ticket to come to the UK to buy a Freddo.
For the chance to buy a Freddo.
Chance to buy a Freddo and go back.
It'd be worth it.
You'll probably get a game.
They not sell Freddos in Norway.
Could you not import them?
That's a nightmare.
We should put some on eBay.
We've got hundreds over
Just think how many we'd sell on eBay. All the Norwegians would come over. Start importing.
Yeah, if you want one, Andreas, they retail over here for about £500, and we'll send that over to the sbg@gmail.com, and we'll get one out to you. I'm sorry. Go out and buy yourself any frog-shaped confectionery you can find.
Frog-shaped.
Yeah, they're really good. It's just dairy milk. Maybe you can ship a dairy milk bar over there, but it tastes better because it's thinner and the oxygen reacts on your tongue or something. It's true. So yeah.
Cool. So yeah, trivia. That was trivia, but trivia for this week. Damien, do you have a question?
I do have a question.
Good.
My question is this. As I'm sure most of you will be aware, there is a 12-book series entitled The History of Middle-earth, which is essentially about the how the Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion and the Hobbit were written. Like a lot of the early manuscripts. That's very, very interesting. My question is, what is the name of book 4 in the series? So book 4 of The History of Middle-earth, what is the name of it?
Fred.
And well, that's ruined, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Always has to get it in. So, If you're currently watching this in your hobby room, shut your eyes. Yeah, don't look at your bookcase. But as ever, you're not allowed to use the internet, or you're not allowed to use any books, particularly not book 4 in the History of Middle-earth series. That would be a good one to start with. And that's the question. That's my question.
Cool.
Thank you.
So, is there going to be a theme? Are you going to keep asking this kind of...
Yeah, that's going to be my trivia question for the next 12 weeks.
Okay, good. My question is to do with this book here.
That is a great book.
Scouring of the Shire.
That's
And
brilliant.
I thought it was topical given that Damian had teased about which model we were going to be bringing to our Seven Stones tournament, which we'll come on to a minute in the news. But it was an out of production model that isn't seen very often, and that is Golfimble.
Golfimble.
What a cool model.
Very cool model.
Yes, but my question is, in the Scouring of the Shire book, what 2 other models are on the page with Golfimble? So on the profile page, where you get his points and his stats, what are the other 2 models? Exact names.
The profiles.
Yes, the exact names of the 2 profiles on that page.
It's those 2, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be those 2.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just those 2.
Don't look.
No, obviously.
You also, if someone is madly good and can remember all of this...
Madly good.
Yeah. It worked on some levels.
Oxford education.
You can... you get bonus, Fredo, if you can get the 2 other...
Bonus chance to buy for it.
the 2 other profiles that are on the double page spread.
Wow. If anyone gets all 4 of those, I
Yeah.
will... I'm not going to say I will eat my hat, because that
You'll
already...
eat your Fredo.
that happened to Paddy Ashton, didn't it?
Yeah.
But,
You'll eat your
I'll eat
marzipan
my
hat.
Freddo. I will eat my Freddo.
Yeah.
If anyone gets that right, I will eat a Freddo live on camera.
Yeah. Cool.
That'll be a hardship.
Yeah. But if in doubt, just guess. 2 plus then the bonus 2, so be clear which ones are the bonus ones. Models that you think would be in the Scouring of the Shire. It is guessable, right?
Yeah.
But
And also, go and get that book if you haven't got it, because it's brilliant. It's one of the best source books.
Yes.
That one and Fall of the Necromancer for me.
Yeah, the Fall of the Necromancer is good.
Awful lot of love went into this.
Mm.
So there you go. Trivia section.
Good. That's an idea actually. Just, we've done the Desolation of Smaug, the Battle of the 5 Armies, and James and Jamie have done the
Three
Kingdoms of Men, all those ones. But it might be worth us, when we've got free time, which we never have, doing stuff like the Fall of the Necromancer.
Let's go through them.
Yeah.
There's still all the points values are out there and stuff, but the scenarios and the fluff and the kind of modelling ideas and just the ideas of the
really good
games, I think are very cool, very inspirational.
Yeah. Cool.
There you go.
That's trivia. So, okay, so topics for this week.
Some news.
Some news, sorry.
Of upcoming events.
Yes. What's next?
I don't know, what's the next event? The next event, quite terrifyingly, is ours.
Yeah.
It's coming around, woo! The Seven Stones Doubles Tournament.
Yes.
The only doubles tournament I think left in the calendar.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So yeah, obviously we've done a little preview video, but we thought it might be nice just to have a chat about kind of the week before, essentially, what kind of we're up to and stuff, and the kind of things going on for that. So, what have you been doing?
I have been making the spreadsheet for the results on the bus to Damian's, at the bus stop, sat looking like a nerd, doing my spreadsheet at the bus stop. It's looking good.
Yeah, it's quite an exciting spreadsheet. Tom loves his spreadsheets, but it's a kind of magic, and it all does the magic things.
So what it allows you to do is put in all the scores, and it will fill in all the groups, and then it'll fill in who goes into which competition. And if you just enter the scores, you can play your way through the whole tournament. So we can have a kind of sweepstake almost, put in our predictions, and see how different that is to the actual results.
Maybe we should do that. So
That's content, isn't it?
It's great content. You'll love watching that, right? Us enter details into a spreadsheet. That's what you're after. Forget bat reps.
And the quiz is done.
Quiz run by Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Quiz is done.
We have, at present, we've got about, as of tonight, I think we've got 33 people joining us for the bus and somewhere in the region of 42 for the quiz.
Okay.
So it should be a cool night.
Mm-hmm. T-shirt?
What?
T-shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah, we have to share the third cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like normal human beings. So yeah, the quiz has been done. I have been painting Goldfimble.
Yes.
We gave that away already, didn't we?
Yeah.
He's over there. You'll see him.
Yeah. This could be a
He's not.
Palantir / hobby
I
vlog.
won't bring the wog over because it's just a plastic wog. But this is how he's getting on so far. He's just at the. I don't know if you can see that.
No, I can't see that.
He's just at the base coating stage. Obviously need to show highlights. It looks very dark even on the camera, to be honest. But that's the mounted version.
Painted in black.
Yeah, it's just black, and that is a foot version. So very early days yet. But he's painting up, and he'll be ready hopefully for the weekend.
Will he be ready?
Yeah, I think he'll be ready.
Cool.
And he is our Orc captain.
I don't think we've said what our list is.
Do you want to say it?
Yeah,
Do you want to give
This is
everyone a
the day
good laugh?
before.
Everyone who's in our group.
Yeah.
We don't really have a half each, do we? But
Well, no, there are two distinct halves.
yeah, but I mean, like,
I know. Yeah, this is the thing we haven't really said. It doesn't matter who controls what.
No.
You can choose freely between you.
yeah, we
what
actually
happens.
had a question about that. Can you kind of swap who controls which bit?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are bringing one of the armies is something like Ugluk, Lurtz, Malha, and 22 Marauders.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool just to have all the scouts on the table. Ugluk and Lurtz, obviously, and Malha is in the film, but he's never named in the film.
No.
And then just upgrading them all to Marauders.
Yeah,
So just loads and loads of scouts.
on the kind of trade card things,
Yeah.
he was the one who shoved.
He's the one who talks to Ugluk, isn't
Yeah.
he?
And I think the one with the whatever the mixture potion is
Yeah,
the Merry and Pippin.
So that's one of our armies. It's about 22 scouts.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
And then the other half is Sharku on Warg, Golfenbill, who's going to be an Orc captain on Warg, and then a lot of Wargs.
Yeah.
Warg Riders.
Oh god, it's not
Not Wargs.
It's 20, something like that, I think. 22.
Something like that, yeah.
Wild Riders. So our kind of idea behind it was the Saruman's Hunters.
Yes.
The people Saruman sends out to track people.
Yeah, yeah. And there's, they might have been together at one point on a raiding party.
No, we just thought
It's
it'd
awful.
be quite cool.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
I
bit
don't think
rubbish.
everyone's seen that kind of... If everyone takes the more obvious Isengard armies
Yeah.
with the more powerful stuff or heavily armoured stuff...
20 Wild Riders on a table.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
And that many scouts.
Yeah.
So it should be cool.
Yeah, it should be good fun.
It
I think.
should
And
be.
no shamans. And when we
Yeah.
get broken, the game is over.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ugluk head taker.
I would like chopping
That'll
through
come.
walls.
That'll show
Yeah.
its worth, won't it?
So Legolas will hit Ugluk to death.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our little fun. So everyone in group, what group are we in? D. Everyone in
Yeah.
group D can celebrate
Yeah.
a bunch of free wins.
Yeah.
But what's been awesome is more army lists have been coming in and stuff, and
Yeah.
maybe they're not free wins because not everyone, but the
Yeah.
vast majority of people are bringing hilariously bad armies,
Yeah.
which is exactly what we wanted.
And if you're watching this and you're bringing something good, shame on you.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
Whistle Spiller, Ent Spissel Willer, Ent Whistle Spiller.
Whatever you do, don't bring a shaman.
Yeah, at the moment we don't think there's any
No.
shamans coming. Which would be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our kind of army. So that's why we have to pay Goldfimble up because
Yes.
hilariously, it's kind of ironic little thing. Goldfimble now doesn't have a profile
No.
in the game, right? So because it's out of date, it's in Scout and Shire. And an Orc captain on a Warg
Yeah.
is a profile,
Yeah.
doesn't have a model.
No.
Isn't that great? So you have to use the model that doesn't have a profile to
Yeah.
represent the profile that doesn't have a
Yeah.
model. So that's
Everyone's a
what
winner.
we're using. Hey! Thanks.
T-shirt.
So normal. So yeah, that's I've been kind of painting him a bit.
Yeah, but I think it'd be fun to use because they're all fast moving with the scouts.
Yeah, I
So
think-
we can run into them, get shot whilst we're being run, get into them quickly, die quickly.
get Nature's Wrath.
Game over.
Get all those stupid wild off the table.
So do I need to bring all my orcs?
Yeah.
I need to
So
remember
a lot
this.
of orcs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and then as well as that, I've been doing things like the super secret cards that the fluffiest armies will get. The bonuses. I've been
Yeah, the
looking at.
5 fluffiest armies as chosen by us,
Mm.
and the 2, the last 2 standing in the arena. I guess the one who wins would get to choose which of the 2 they want.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's a kind of, but obviously you get the bragging rights for winning.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I had a few people message me like, who do you think's going to win which hero? You know, we've talked about it. You know, the shooty ones probably do quite well, like Braska or Legolas, because they get multiple shots and they're not in combat. But just gang up on them.
Yeah.
Any threats like that, gang up on. So I think something like a bog standard or a captain.
That's exactly what I was going to say, though.
With fight 5, strength 5, defense 7.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And our captain would be very,
But if you
very
paired
good.
it with something, you know, not too good, but can bump up a load of might as well.
Yeah.
Grishnak, something like that.
I think you're a captain. Oh, we got one then. We got like.
Oh, no,
we
but not
we got
defense 7.
have we? We should change that.
We've not decided who's going into the arena.
No. It'll be Sharku, won't it?
Oh, golfing ball, just for the
lols.
yeah.
I want to win this thing.
Let's do golfing ball.
Oh, all right.
And
Golfing ball and put Lurtz in. He's awesome.
put some golfing ball. Okay.
So yeah, I've been doing that. Been organising things like the buffet, getting that all sorted. So it's quite interesting that about 2 weeks ago we thought we were very much on top of this.
Yeah.
It's kind of all sorted, and then suddenly the amount of last minute kind of admin we've got to do is quite scary.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So after tonight we're going to be working on the certificates. I think,
Yes.
getting them sorted. We've got some extra
many
objective
awards.
things to make that you don't know about. Which are going to be
More excitement.
More excitement. There's going to be lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, and also news hot off the press that isn't in the rules pack.
Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, just tease it.
Not tell them what it is.
No. There is a very, 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 very special prize, which we can't take all the credit for at all.
No. Should we tell them?
Well, we can tell them.
Who?
Ooh. That might give something away.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Okay, it's not from us, it's from somebody else. But we have a very special prize that's going to be awarded as a spot prize for something, you know, we kind of know what we're looking for, but you don't. But it's another thing where if you're getting into the spirit, or you've brought something along with you to the tournament specifically, you could end up with this amazing, amazing, amazing prize.
It's genuinely awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's a genuinely awesome prize.
Yeah, you'd be staggered by thinking I could do one tiny thing and I get this.
And the
prize.
clue that we'll give you for what we want potentially, well, it's not set in stone. It's
No.
not set in stone. Is that read through the rules pack, and there's a line in there at one point that hints something we want people to have a bit of fun with and be a bit creative with. And
And we're hoping some of
we've
you
seen
will
some people do it,
Mm.
and it's looking awesome. So, and it might not be set in stone, but we're just we've got this one awesome prize.
Yeah.
And someone who does something really cool over the
Yeah.
weekend will get it as a spot prize.
Yeah. So it could be something they brought, but it could be we could change our minds if someone does something really
They
amazing.
could just
over the
keep buying us beers on the Sunday night.
weekend. So yeah, the prize I promise you is well worth it.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a kind of cool time. We're very excited about it. But
I'm just trying to think about the awards ceremony now. With that and the raffle, it's going to be
yeah, it's gonna take
bloated.
ages, yeah. The raffle's good as well. Loads of stuff.
Yeah, we've got lots of stuff in the raffle.
There's something like, I don't want to get this wrong, but I think there's about 20 separate prizes in the raffle. Aren't there? Something like that.
So you've got a very good chance of coming away with something.
So yeah, and hopefully, as we said in our tournament preview video, what we're hoping to do is do a kind of video about what it's like being at a tournament, as opposed to a tournament review or a tournament preview. Kind of be filming throughout the day little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
It's going to give you, because I know a lot of people can't come to a tournament, and a lot of people haven't gone to a tournament. A lot of people are living far away and kind of like, should I make the journey?
Yeah.
So we're going to try and give you like probably what will amount to, I don't know, maybe an hour-long video about what a tournament's like.
And hopefully the spreadsheet's so efficient that we have lots of time to do all this.
And hopefully we'll get different people holding the camera as well, or what's doing that. So yeah, that's us, and you'll be watching this on Friday, and we'll be seeing lots of you on Sunday and Monday. We're very looking forward to it, and then we will probably have a Palantir next week.
Yeah, we haven't really thought about it.
That's a good point. Yeah, we'll probably have one next week.
Yeah.
If we don't, bear in mind we're at a tournament on the Monday.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to get it up.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, and then after our event.
Yeah, after our event, it's Slayer's Riddles in the Woodhouse, which I still need to buy the ticket for.
On June the 6th.
We've got the accommodation for, yes.
Slow Gaming always put on a good event.
Yeah, and that's 2 armies, good and evil.
Yeah, 800 points.
So, that's different. We've not done that for a while.
No, I did it at Sterling.
Oh yeah.
Sterling was good.
I've not done it for ages.
But you kind of did it because I borrowed your Wood Elf army.
Okay.
So your army
Did you win with them?
I won 2 out of 3 games with Wood Elves, I think.
Yeah. Clearly not as skilled as me with them.
Yeah. But I am now up against it painting wise for that event.
I've not even thought, to be honest.
Because I know what I'm bumping. I'm taking my Thranduil's Hall army from Battle for East Riverstead and adding 200 points to it. And
Radion Eagle.
no, all Thranduil's Halls. Well, it's not all Thranduil's Halls. It's all elves.
Alfred.
No Alfred. No Alfred. It's all elves. So go on, Tom. Here's a bit of trivia for you.
Yeah.
What gets added into a Thranduil's Hall army?
To give 200 points.
As well as some other stuff. Yeah. To go to 800 points. That's also an elf.
Mirkwood Cavalry.
That's from Thranduil's Halls.
Not from Thranduil's
Halls. Something that's not from Thranduil's Halls that's going into the army.
That's an elf.
Yeah.
That can fit in thematically.
Yeah.
Rivendell Knights, Elrond.
No.
From The Hobbit.
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's to make the army competitive as well. Bear in mind you're playing a good against evil tournament.
Galadriel?
Yeah.
With Blinding Light?
Yeah, new Galadriel. 800 points guaranteed to be playing evil.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's her...
Yeah, but they're all going to have Fury.
No, I'm more worried about the countless raids.
Oh, yeah.
And spellcasters. Saruman, 800 points. Ring Race, 800 points. So Fortified Spirit we get. So, and it'll give me an excuse to paint up my War Aspect Ledger. And then 6 elves and a Palace Guard. So 6 more normal elves and a Palace Guard. And that's my extra 200 points. You can see how much I care about being competitive by the fact I'm telling everyone.
Yeah. So you are putting Galadriel on?
Yeah, I am putting Galadriel. But I think it fits in that one as well, and I think it'd be cool to use.
It gets the points up as well quite quickly.
Yeah, well I haven't got any more. That's the other thing as well. I haven't got any more. And I've been wanting to paint that model.
Cool.
I need to paint that model.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm taking to that event whatsoever. I'll think afterwards.
And do you know what I'm taking for evil?
Ferals. Why do you want to win so much?
Don't know. They are coming out of retirement. I need to get some practice with them.
Are you looking at me?
No, I need to get some practice for, secret stuff.
What, with Ferals?
Yeah, you're doing it again. You're doing exactly the same thing you did last week.
Damn it!
The very exciting news that we can't tell you about.
Very exciting news.
Keeps forgetting. Yeah.
There's some very, very exciting news.
That's amazing. So yeah, I am bringing them out of retirement. For that, because I haven't got a 800 point other evil army.
Yeah, you do. Your normal Isengard without any Ferals.
No, I've sold all them.
No.
Yeah.
You goblin.
I'm making a concession. I admit this. I'm getting them out. I think I might have a crack at that one. At Mansfield event, maybe. It's been a while since I've used them. You know what? It's been 6 months since I used them. So I think, yeah.
Interesting. Cool. So that's the Mansfield one.
T-Dregs?
Yeah, cheers. The one after that is East Grinstead, which is the 20th June.
There's a 2-dayer?
Yes.
2-dayer, East Grinstead. That's very exciting.
Yeah. So
tickets not on sale for that yet?
No, I don't know where we're gonna. Are we gonna travel back here?
No, I'll stay one night.
Stay one night.
Yeah.
Where do you stay in East Grinstead?
No idea. We're waiting for the event pack's up, isn't it?
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think tickets are on sale.
I get it for free.
Do you?
Because I won the last one.
With your filth. So yeah, good luck to Sam with that, with his first 2-day event. I hope to be attending that one.
But yeah. And it's my birthday weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
2 reasons not to go.
So if you want to bring copious amounts of mugs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's the East Grinstead one. And then it's
JT's,
the
Awkward Token Sale, which is now in, I think you put a post up saying, is it 6 weeks or 7 weeks?
7.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
2-day event, gutted I can't go to that. And the first prize is Smaug, which is incredible. I don't know why you wouldn't go to that.
Yeah. Because you're at some
Because
weird
of my
concert.
gig, yeah. But that's amazing. So make sure you get that. And if you are interested in that and you want to ring JT up, make sure you quote Awkward Alliance, because JT is happily and proudly sponsoring SBG magazine.
Yes.
Tell them about our Awkward Alliance and you'll go into a draw to win some exclusive Awkward dice.
Yes, and you'll be getting a nice prize courtesy of JT if you win Most Sporting at the weekend.
Yes. Yeah, he will. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. Did we say that in the... Not sure if we said
I don't
that
think
last
we
time.
said it explicitly, because actually the Most Sporting prize, because our event's all around that kind of, the whole ethos of playing in a certain way, the Most Sporting prize is an amazing Most Sporting prize. It's not just a pat on the back, well done for being sporting. It's a very good prize.
Yeah. Is that the one from JT?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good prize.
Cool.
So yeah, those are the kind of upcoming events.
That is the news. I don't think there's particularly much else apart
Now
from...
the one ring, the .NET, the movie one,
Mm-hmm.
it's just sad because now that you get like a post a week on it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all about conventions and
Yeah.
on this day in Middle Earth, and just obviously because the films are over, but it's just a bit.
It's a bit like that with our show, isn't it?
It just tails off. Don't call them. But yeah, so it is a bit of a shame that you'll get that one last burst for the extended edition, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully we'll do a review of that as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So, topic for this week. There's a few. But one that Acton39 gave to us was what are our thoughts on dice superstition?
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw it, it's worth saying James mentioned this.
Yes.
I think someone did Acton ask it on Speak Friend and
Or
Question.
somebody did, and he's passed it on.
And James said he thought it'd be a good topic for
Yeah.
the Palantir, and we agreed.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do it. No, we are.
We agreed what?
We agreed there was a good topic.
Yeah.
Then I paused and said, "So we're not going to do
Okay.
it." That was the joke.
Cue
They're laughing
laughter.
at the moment.
Yeah,
You're,
okay.
as is,
Yep.
switched on the little.
Cool. So yeah, Acton was saying that he strongly doesn't believe in bad luck with cats and ladders or anything like that.
Cats and ladders.
Well, yeah, walking under ladders, black cats.
I thought you meant the game.
Snakes and ladders.
Yeah, I was like, cats and ladders. I haven't played that. We're going to go down this cat.
That's the I don't know, like the German equivalent. Cats and ladders. Don't know why German.
Why the German
Oh,
equivalent?
it's just kind of I
They
was
love
picking a
cats.
random country. Germany popped into my head.
Germany, I love cats.
Then I don't know, Norway could have whatever in ladders, something else. Dogs and ladders.
Do you know what cat in German is?
No.
Kitten.
Is that a joke somewhere in
No,
there?
it's just that kitten sounds a bit like a German word.
Oh, no. Anyway,
The dice thing.
the dice thing. But he does feel like his little green dice are very good at rolling a 4+ by themselves.
Okay.
And when I do them as a group, I tend to bosh them. And his new GBHL dice, if we're towing the GBHL James line, they always roll 6s.
Always roll 6s.
But if we're reading what he's actually put, he said that I'm yet to score a 6 with them.
They always roll 6s. All of them. Everyone.
So yeah, do you have any dice superstition, Damian?
I thought not.
End of topic. Done.
No, I don't, yeah.
No.
See you next week. It is interesting because I definitely, as soon as whenever people talk about this, I go, nah, it's not so. And then I was thinking about it in advance of this, and I think I do a bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, what about you?
A little bit. Well, I like using specific dice for specific things, but I don't think it's because I think they'll roll better. It's just, it's an organised in my head that way.
Yeah. Maybe I'm on that. Maybe I'm with that. But do you have dice? Do you have like certain
different
dice that you
Yes.
take to tournaments and certain dice
Yes. Well, I have.
So you always take the same dice to tournaments?
Well,
so
multiple
that's
dice.
the succession.
Well, no, because I have my Lord of the Rings themed dice. So I have the Elven ones, the Gondor ones, the Rohan ones, the Mordor ones, the Moria ones, and they'll go with whatever I'm taking that fits the theme.
And is that because if you are using elves and you take the elf dice, they'll roll better?
No, it's just because I don't want to use them with something else because it's unthematic.
Yeah.
So, and they generally be the troops, but now I use the dice I got from Steve and Jay, the ones with the ring for the 6 that you've probably seen on the channel with the cheaty black dice. I don't have any the black ones, but I like rolling those for my heroes. I don't think necessarily because I think they roll better. Maybe I do. No, I just like rolling those ones for my heroes.
Because we've had people... I've played a game, I'm not going to say against who. I've played games against people who have been rolling dice and I think have rolled pretty averagely,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess some things have gone badly,
Yeah.
and have swapped their dice.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gone, right, I'm getting rid of these,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get new dice.
Owen's done it, I'm sure. I think Owen's done that.
Yeah, you know when I said I wasn't going to say?
Oh, sorry. I've said.
Some people.
Should we name other people?
No. I don't know who this Owen character is. And
No.
maybe he's known to you, I don't know. But I don't get that. Because for me, if you believed that one set of dice were better,
Mm-hmm.
then why wouldn't you start with those ones?
Mm-hmm.
And so then it comes into this thing of that the atmospheric conditions of the venue are affecting those dice because you need to change them. Yeah, because these dice, these are my preferred dice, which is what I've started with,
Mhm.
but they're not working here.
But does it harm anyone if they do change it?
No, it doesn't harm anyone. I don't bugbear. It just
Like if you rolled badly with your purple dice that you like to use a lot.
wouldn't happen. We'll get on to them.
Ones. Oh, I'll change that. I'll use reds now for my big heroes.
Yeah, I haven't, no.
Okay.
But I don't get that
Mhm.
personally, and so that I find strange.
I don't mind it. I think it's quite funny.
I'm not saying I mind it. I've got no problem with it
I
at all.
just won't do it.
But yeah, so I don't have spare dice with me.
No.
Like the dice I have are the dice
Yeah.
I'm going to use. But I started off using, until, I don't know, a couple of years ago for SPG, I used these.
Standard white and
Yeah,
black ones. that you get.
Games Workshop dice.
Yep.
Just had loads of these from over the years, like buying Warhammer box sets and Mordheim and Necromunda and everything.
Yep.
Just ended up with hundreds of these things. So I just used to take these because these are the dice I had.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had no concept of these are good dice or these are bad
Yeah.
dice. And whenever people talk about good dice and bad dice, I always just kind of laugh and think they're dice.
Yeah.
Because the thing that again, if the people are using them, they say, "Oh, these dice aren't working for me,"
Mhm.
so, but they must be working for you because you're using them.
Yeah.
So they've obviously worked in the past. I mean, if you had these 6 dice and they always rolled ones, twos, and threes, you'd very quickly stop using them.
Yeah.
So, like that kind of thing, I don't really get. But I don't use these anymore.
No.
And
Because
I
you're
don't-
superstitious.
No, I don't use these because I'm a big fan and a member of the One Ring website, and for their 10th anniversary, they did the gorgeous One Ring dice. And so I ordered some to support them essentially.
Yeah.
And when they turned up, I genuinely thought they were stunning.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were really, really beautiful. They're some of the nicest dice I've ever seen.
They are really cool. My only problem with them is that because they've got the black tint to all of them, it's sometimes difficult to know which is blue, red and green. When you roll,
Yeah,
you say these are blue,
I
these
think
are
the
red,
blue
these
and
are
red
green.
ones can have that.
Some
yeah.
of them you struggle to tell which is which without. You have to look at it a bit carefully sometimes.
So this is they. You may have seen them on various bat reps and at tournaments. They did the blue, red and green ones. And these were, I've got a set of each of them. And then, these are the magic ones.
Yeah, because you're a nerd.
Yeah, even though they did these, the purple ones, which were the awards, which I was very lucky enough to win a set of. And so these are incredibly precious to me.
Yeah.
And there's 8 of these. And there's only something like, I think there's 10 awards. There's like 80 of them in the world.
Yeah.
And so these are my hero dice.
Yeah.
Like every single time. And people will know this who've played me and stuff. The purple dice are always my heroes.
Yes.
And the heroes generally roll your important rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, some part of my brain probably thinks the purple ones are better.
Yeah.
Because I think these dice are better, for one thing. Because they were rarer. And they
Yeah.
control the more important actions.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever had to pick up, I think, generally speaking, if I had to pick up one dice for a heroic strike, I'd pick up a purple one.
Mm-hmm.
Because some part of me thinks that's my hero dice, that's my go-to dice. And so that's what I now use. And I'm not towing the company line either because I've kept using them. I've got my
GBHL ones.
I've got my lovely GBHL dice.
They are
Ones like these, which are very nice. Logo's pretty horrible. Don't know who came up with that. But yeah, they look gorgeous. But I just
Use them for
really like
troops.
these.
Use them for troops.
Yeah, but I've got like 32 of the one ring ones. So it's always like 8. The fainters will be in red and the non-fainters will be in green.
We'll just have fainters in red, and then you don't have to worry between them looking kind of the same because they're all similar
maybe.
colours, and put a white in a black.
I could do, but then I wouldn't like to mix them. Use a set of one ring dice.
Alright.
Right, freak.
Yeah.
But that's for me. That like I don't think they're any better than any other dice.
The Palantir one, the GBHL one for priority.
I could do it. This feels like an Inquisition now. Why can't I just use my dice?
Buffs.
Why can't I just use the dice I like? What's wrong with you?
But I like to take a few sets of dice. So I have the ring ones, and then I have the specific ones, and then throughout the tournament, some will be my priority dice. Some will be this. But I do that more so my opponents always know. I try to use the same colour every time when you're fainting, the same for my heroes, and it's kind of obvious if you do ever forget to say what's what.
Yeah.
It's more obvious to them, more because I've been doing this every single time.
I do that for the heroes. I mean, that's the thing I find that having the different colours of one set is very, very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That you kind of, you can go 2 of them on 2
Yeah.
of these, and I think it's normally pretty clear. But do you have the same? Do you use the same set for anything? The same for a priority one?
It'll be the same throughout a tournament weekend probably, but not. Like I don't use if you asked me today now, I wouldn't tell you which one. I'd just pick on the day.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it'd be green as the heroes or red as this hero. I just try and pick the colour that I think most represents that person. So for the hobbits, when I was doing it, I tried to make them the right colours.
What's that?
So
Pippin would
Pippin
be
could
blue.
be blue.
Oh right, okay.
And Merry could be
Yellow.
red or whatever for the Rohan.
Oh right.
But I think Merry got green because green's still a bit Rohan.
He's got a green and yellow.
Yeah, and then
That's his
Frodo
fellowship
gets
outfit.
red because I know. Yeah, I think Frodo was red just because red's important.
Covered in
Frodo's
blood by the end
important.
of it.
Yeah.
Red's important. Frodo's important. Yeah, I'm the weird one. Red's important, in life.
But anyway, there you go.
And what about the whole picture thing?
I like it to be on the 6
It should be on the 6.
because you want to see it.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it on the 1 because
Why
it's
would
like,
you get dice with the pictures on the 1s? It's horrible.
unless it's #Bosch and then that's awesome.
Do you think there's any dice like this? We've got like one ring dice, GBHL dice, Slayer dice,
Mm-hmm.
the Sterling War Games one. Do you think there's any that roll better?
No.
You know?
No. No.
You don't think any of them are weighted? There's not any that you'd kind of think, I don't want to play them.
I don't want to play Ed's poker dice just because they're huge. But I don't think they roll particularly well or particularly badly.
Yeah.
But he doesn't use them anymore. He
uses Slayer.
Yeah. Which are famed for being very good.
They are.
But he tripled 2 twice against me with them, with those exact dice. So they.
But this is the thing again, isn't it? If you lose a game against someone using if people who win games use dice, then people associate those dice with winning. I think because the one ring dice did it a lot. Like I played a lot of games last year and I won a fair few games.
I didn't think it was because of the dice. I thought it was because of your scummy list.
Thanks.
It wasn't the player either.
No, definitely not the player. In case anyone was thinking that, just want to add that in. It was neither skill nor dice.
No.
Thank you.
Well, do you remember that? Do you remember that time you played Chris Pelling? And I said, do you remember? And I said to him at the start of the game, if we allow you to automatically have a 6 every go, I still think you will lose this game. Every roll you have is a 6.
This is my mate Chris. He doesn't collect the game. He just likes playing it. It was set up, and it was when he came to the Titans tournament, 350 point Titans tournament, and I had like my feral list, and it was my first pure feral list, and I was thinking this is quite good.
And he had
like Warriors of Rohan
with
Helmingers. And Tom's sitting like my army's here, he's there, and he's staring down. He goes, Chris, there's no way you can win this. He's like, well, I don't like.
That's just probability.
There's no kind of way whatsoever unless something horrendous happens likewise that you can even win this. And you're like, well, this will be fun then, won't it?
I said to make it fair you should let Chris have on a 1, 2, 3 he rolls a 5, on a 4, 5, 6 he rolls a 6, and that's every roll he does. And he will still lose.
And didn't Yeah.
I think he killed maybe 2 of your models.
But yeah, dice is dice. But I think then I was using a lot of one ring dice, and then definitely it went around that the one ring dice always gets 6s, and I think it is the picture thing. You know, James, we've talked about this on lots of videos. I think James and Jamie talks about it, that you don't remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You remember the
picture,
picture,
and then you've seen it, and it's like, oh.
and so it's every time you see the picture, it's in your head. Every time you see a 1, it's not in.
Because no one says, oh, those Gondor dice or those Elven dice, because they're always on the 1s. No one says, oh, they roll really well.
Yeah.
In fact, people think like, oh, the Isengard ones are rubbish because they always see the blooming white hand.
Yeah. The GW ones are on the 1, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a frustrating thing. If I bring that and then Steve's one with the ring as the number 6, I have to kind of say, you know, these ones are 6s for pictures, these ones are 1s.
David Reed's got a. I think I might have one. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this.
One.
But I don't think it is this. I think he's got a small one. But I've played a bunch against
blue
David
one.
Reed. And
It's
the
blue
blue
dice.
one. And it always gets a 6.
I hate
Like,
that blue-
always.
Yes.
And I hate this symbol.
Yeah.
Like, I hate
When they
this
say
symbol.
it,
Whenever
like,
I'm playing against it, I was like, come on! Like, it's always for sodding Wood Elf
Yeah.
banner reroll. You go like, you know, you get
blue
your
one.
You go 2-2. And he goes, yes, I've got it. You go, banner, 6. Off you go. And like that one, psychologically to me.
And because they
huge.
both stand out, the yellow and that blue one both stand out in his.
Yeah.
But he, yeah, it's always great fun playing David.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
You watch this, you go back and watch this, that sounded utterly sarcastic. You're like, yeah, it's great fun playing David. It is great fun playing David. And Chris and Alan's. And the Allens.
Not played Alan, not played Chris.
Either of them. No, like, nice guys.
Always.
You always get this!
Always end up drawing David.
But that's the one I wouldn't want to... That, to me, is the dice that I feel like, I can't play against this, because he'll always get that.
It's because also it's a 1 on its own. It's not... You can't say it's a group of them, it's just... That's
I think he's got a few though, hasn't he?
I think he's got a red one as well.
Yeah. But they obviously don't. They obviously don't come up anymore. It's just you don't notice them.
Yeah, because David Reed had it in. So at the end of the season league finale at Stockport last year, where we had the great scenario where you had your 2 leaders in the middle fighting it out. I had Azog on foot, and he had Shagrat War Leader on foot, which was a tasty lineup. And he had Azog needing to kill him with 3 attacks, and he needed, I don't know, 2 wounds with his 3 dice. And I can't remember if he had those kind of dice or what. I think I've got a picture of it somewhere, but he totally boshed and got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But the thing is as well, I think I've played David 3 times, and I'm pretty sure I've beaten him once, he's beaten me once, and I've got a draw.
That's what I think. That's my record against him.
Which
draw,
surely
loss.
means pretty much our dice are the same as each other.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you know it? The times that he seemed to get most 6s was the game he won. The time that he seemed to get less was the game he lost. It's like it's just dice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dice is dice. But it's definitely a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the wonderful things about the game. That it's not a soulless game. There are kind of you put emotions into your dice.
And I would, if I was doing an important role, I'd probably get a nice dice that has maybe not done well over the day, but you would pick a specific one. You'd think more about it.
It's
more to just add to the occasion of the role, right?
Yeah, and I'm very attached to these my 1 ring ones. I really like them as dice, and like I feel that you know you have your like paraphernalia. Like you've got your stupid little dice tray, in case anything ever gets away from you, like in your little pouch. Like that, but like I'll have my little laminated sheets and my 1 ring dice, and I feel like it's part of.
Oh, I've got my laminated sheets.
But I feel it's part of what I bring to tournaments, and it'd be like if I took the GBHL dice, it'd be like driving a different car up north.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know how these work.
Yeah.
Like there's something.
Need to get test.
Yeah, I need to take them out for a test drive. But people do that. I've heard about people doing that as well, testing dice.
Yeah.
Legitimately, just roll these a few thousand times and record the results. But like, it's dice, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And it's always made me laugh whenever I've played a bunch of games against different people who that has happened to. Go, these dice never work for me. Well, why are you using them then?
How many times do you reckon you have to record it for it to be statistically significant? Someone should know.
What, a dice?
Yeah.
One dice.
And then
to
record
test
it, yeah.
I don't even, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I don't really know.
But even then, isn't it just, it's just luck anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, but as long as it's within a certain... You can do it enough times so that it should be within a certain...
And you can feel very happy with your life.
Yeah. One. Now another 999,999 times to roll it.
But yeah, people definitely do it.
But can you imagine if, to make things all fair, instead of rolling dice, we did an Excel random number generator and it randomly picked 1 to 6? That'd take the fun out of it.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want it to just be like that. You
Also
want
got
to
these.
actually
Have
roll
you had
something.
any experience with these?
Oh yeah, I do have some.
Mid-Sussex Wargamers. I've got 4 of these.
I have 3 because I.
They were a prize, weren't they?
Yeah, I wasn't at the event where there was.
They're really nice.
Which one do I not have?
I think the blue one was on one side, but these are very attractive dice.
Yeah, I don't think I've got the blue
Our
one.
friends at Mid-Sussex Wargamers. Again, purple one that I'm quite drawn to, which are quite nice. But again, they're 4 on their own, which makes it hard to slot into my dice system.
Yeah. And the different colours.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I do like custom dice like that. Custom dice are cool.
Do you know what I would like to see? Well, I always think would be the fairest thing, and I think this is one of the things that I always said that I would
It's just
do
a bit
if I
weird.
ran a tournament, and wouldn't you know it,
Yeah.
never would come up, is that I think the fairest way to do this is that at the start of the game, you decide to use one player's dice.
But would you want people chucking around your purple dice, Damian?
I wouldn't mind my dice. I wouldn't want to swap with my models.
No, I wouldn't.
But I could happily use their dice. I've got no issue with it.
Yeah, as long as they don't touch yours.
No, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, oh, they have
Yeah.
to be my dice. But then it just seems to me so simple.
If you're doing it in a very, very highly competitive environment, where
Which
people are...
some of the tournaments, the top
It's
10
not-
thing.
Yeah, but...
I just think any time if anyone has any belief whatsoever in some dice rolling better than others, then that sorts it. Start the game, use one person's dice.
So then you can say, oh, this selection of them is better than the other.
Yeah, but how do you keep track of that?
You'd have to have them all the same colour, so it's impossible to tell.
But then obviously we didn't. I mean, it's not that you didn't shout it down. We just didn't even talk about it for a while, did we? But that was always something that I thought could solve any issue.
My thing is just, it's a game, get on with it. And if you're small enough to want to to deliberately load dice, then what's the point in turning up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like no one, even if they are statistically better at rolling whatever number, no one will do it deliberately. It'll just be, it's in the manufacturing process, it's gone a bit wrong.
Mm.
I don't think, and they should, give or take, all be, it's your chances 1/6 of getting one of the numbers. So it really doesn't matter.
So there you go.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on dice? Do you have favourite dice? Do you
Yeah.
have superstitious dice? Do you believe that?
Can you put pictures in the comments on YouTube of dice?
I think so. Oh, that was one other thing I would say about the stats of rolling.
Yeah.
That I do have this, and it's nonsense. And before anyone comments on this, and I know you're a very mathsy man. I know this is nonsense, but you know I do this. So I've done this in games before, where I've got 3 attacks.
Yeah.
And I've got to kill someone who I need a 5 to wound,
Yeah.
and someone who I need a 4 to wound.
Yeah.
Right? And say there's 3 models fighting me,
Yeah.
and it's like 5, 5, 4.
Yeah.
I know for a fact in my head that if I roll these 3 dice together, I've got more chance of getting 3 5s and 6s than if I roll them one at a time.
Yeah.
I know that for an absolute certainty. There is no single way about it. If I roll them one at a time, and if you have any doubt, just watch the Black Gate battle report. Watch what happens when you roll dice one at a time. 1, 2, 1. You roll all 3 at a time. 5, 5, 6.
The thing is, with a 1 at a time, you feel that pressure. It's like in tennis. If you go 30 love down, it's like pressure. Yeah. It's like right, I need a 5. 1. Oh, missed it now. Oh, I've missed it again. It's like then there's massive pressure on that last roll. Whereas if you just chuck them, it's like
I have played in tournament games, where.
Would you say this one's a 4, these 2 are 5?
No.
Or would
what
you do
I've
one?
done is so say I've got 3 models to kill. I need a 5 to kill him, a 5 to kill him, and a 4 to kill him. I've chucked all 3 dice and just saying just the 5s. Like, so I've
Wow.
essentially wasted an attack because the insane part of
Well,
my
you've not,
brain.
because if you get 555, then you can.
Yeah, but I've
take
wasted a
4.
chance to get a 4.
Yeah.
Like, the insane part of my brain thinks, if I chuck them together,
That
I'm going to
is
get more
insane.
fun. Yeah.
That's
I haven't done.
absolutely
Don't get me wrong, I haven't done it a lot. I'm not saying I do it every time, but if it's been one of those kind of agonising things,
Yeah.
of, I really need to kill those guys. I know. Go 1, 3, 1. Well, that was a waste. I should have
Yeah.
rolled them together when I would have got 3 sixes.
Yeah. But I think technically you are meant to roll them like that 1-1.
Oh yeah, you absolutely.
But the issue is it just slows the game down so much if you do that for everything.
Yeah. But that wasn't, you are going to do that rules as written, but I just mean purely from a psychological
Yeah,
point of
yeah.
view.
No,
But that's something that, and I think everyone does that. Everyone wants to chuck a bucket load of dice. Because when you've got like 2 guys fainting, 2 guys double-handed, and a hero, you want all the dice in your hand, different coloured, to chuck them together.
And then you're like, I'm bound to get.
Because you're more likely to do it than if you roll them one at a time.
I think it's the negative feeling that you get, and you get the association with the negative feeling when you've got a 1 and a 2. Because let's say you roll all 3 and you get a 1, 2, 5, it's like, great, I've killed one. But if you roll a 1 and a 2, then you've got that anxious, oh no, I've got to get it on this one roll, and it's still just a 1 in 6 chance now.
Yeah, well, exactly. And also, if you've got 12 dice, then you chuck them all together, you've got 100% chance of killing whoever it is. Every time you take it right, I've got 2 guys. You've got, well, I've only got 2 dice. It doesn't matter that you've got another 10 coming. So my odds are lower because I've only got 2. And you chuck them, go, oh, they've gone wrong. Now I've only got 3.
Yeah.
You chuck them, go, they've all gone. Like, oh shit, roll them together! Because there is more chance of getting the numbers you want when you roll together. Fact. Scientific fact. You heard it here first.
Right.
And last. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that's an interesting side of it.
Yeah.
Of the psychology.
That is interesting.
Because I'm insane.
Yeah.
But it's not only me that does that.
No.
That's a fact. So yeah, who's ready?
Cool.
Yeah, so there we go. Those are our thoughts on dice, as we said. Let us know in the comments what you think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a fairly good discussion. So cheers to Acthon and James for suggesting that.
Yeah. Drop us your thoughts on what we can do for more topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have a few in the pipeline, but always want
Stuff
to
like
hear
that.
from
It's just nice to sit and chat about something, chew the fat, as it were, and then hear what you guys think.
Yes.
So, yeah, happy Friday, happy weekend. Next time you see us, we will have run our first ever tournament.
Yeah.
Wish us luck. And we'll hopefully have some form of behind the scenes or a tournament review or something coming up, something like that, so you can see the sort of tournament that we put on. We've also got SBG issue 2 available. Obviously, if you do want to get copies out, we should tell this. We are currently out of issue 1s.
Yes.
If you've ordered issue 1, you've got it.
Yeah.
So we had exactly the right amount. So if anyone's ordered an issue 1 at the time of recording Monday night, you have it and it's being posted out to you.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're currently out of them. But we are going to get some more.
Yes.
So it just might take about a fortnight or so.
Yeah.
To get those through. But we have plenty of issue 2 still left.
Yes.
Good. Cool. So yeah, we'll see you next week. As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming.
Boom.
The power of GBHL is yours to command. We have work to do.